Miss Susie with the magical sunglasses. Today I want to tell you about the worst day of my life. It was in fact so awful that just thinking about it makes me want to cry. My magical sunglasses were gone. I couldn't find them. My beloved, beautiful and utterly irreplaceable sunglasses had disappeared. I thought I was going to die. That's how bad it was. My whole life was ruined, and it was as if my heart was being torn out of my body. I will tell you what happened, but first I'll wipe a few tears from my beautiful eyes with my silky soft paw. Sniff. Do you know who I am, by the way? If not, you are very lucky, because soon you will. The thing is, you see, once you have met me or heard of me, you will never forget about me. I'm a cat, but not just any cat. No, I'm someone very special, if I have to say so myself. I have a pair of sunglasses, but they are not ordinary sunglasses. Oh, no. They are blue, and they are also quite large, and on top of that they have the shape of 2 stars. And guess what? 2 of the tips on the stars stand straight up, just like my pretty ears. And there's more. The sunglasses also have glitter on. Oh, yes, that's right, my friend. If you only knew how well they match my beautiful, silky soft fur, and not to mention my velvety voice and classy way of talking. Now here comes the best part. The sunglasses are not only big and blue with glitter on, and have the shape of 2 stars, and match my pointed ears, lovely fur, and soft voice perfectly. Listen carefully. They are magical. When I put on my sunglasses, I see everything around me with completely new eyes. It's as if the world becomes magical. Everything looks fun, vibrant and wonderful. The colors shine so bright, and all the sounds are like music to my ears. Everyone I meet on my way smiles so beautifully, and their eyes radiate with happiness and joy. When I wear my magical sunglasses, the trees dance with the wind, and the leaves rustle almost as if they are laughing, because the wind tickles them under their toes. The sun gives the earth a giant hug with its warm rays, and makes everything shine and glimmer so beautifully. And that's not all. The clouds in the sky look like big, funny and mysterious creatures singing, dancing and having a blast of a birthday party. I'm sure you understand by now why everyone calls me Miss Susie with the magical sunglasses, and why I always wear them. Well, it's only when I sleep that I take them off and place them next to my basket in a small, lovely wooden box with the nicest dark blue velour fabric on the inside. I believe the box is made of mahogany. Yes, I most certainly do. The first thing I do when I wake up from my beauty sleep is to stretch my adorable body and my long, silky, soft paws. Then I take my magical sunglasses out of the box and put them on my super sweet snout. And do you know what? Then I'm just super ready for a new day. I am sure you understand. Well, I guess I promised to tell you what happened on the worst day of my life. It's going to be rough, but I'll do my best. I had no idea that this day was going to be so terrible, but when I woke up and reached for my sunglasses, I discovered to my utter despair that they were gone. The meow that came from inside my body was so loud and shrill that my human woke up. I jumped out of my basket, to see if it could really be true. It was! My sunglasses were not in the box. They were gone. I ran around like crazy, all over the house to look for them. In the bed, under the bed, in the closet, on top of the closet, on the sofa, under the sofa, on the table, under the table, behind the curtains, under the rug, in the kitchen, in the utility room. I looked everywhere, but they were gone. I howled, I moaned, I whimpered, and I trembled with fear and pain. As if that was not enough, I suddenly heard my human say, "What on earth has gotten into that crazy cat?" Then he lifted me up with his hand under my tummy, opened the front door, and threw me outside. I, the one and only Miss Susie with the magical sunglasses, was thrown outside. I'm telling you, I was so upset I sobbed for hours. My beloved sunglasses were gone, and I'd been thrown outside by my own human. I do not want you to get me wrong here. My human, who is so incredibly lucky to have me living with him, is a good person, as long as he understands that I'm in charge, of course. But today everything was different. He had thrown me out, and everything around me looked grey and sad. There was no one who smiled and looked happy. Everyone walked with their heads hung down, looking like something the cat had dragged in. There were no trees dancing and no leaves laughing. The sun seemed pale and tired, and all the colours had disappeared from the world. There were no clouds in the sky throwing a party, and I had to hold my paws to my ears because the sounds around me made such terrible noise. I stood outside the house for a long time, sobbing until my adorable fur was soaked in tears. I could not show myself among people and animals without my sunglasses. If only you knew how fantastic I look with them on. I look like $1 million baby. Now, I don't know if you have any idea what it means to look like $1 million baby, but that's when you look really amazing. You know, like a movie star who is a very famous person, one that everyone knows and turns around to admire because they look so incredibly awesome. This happens to me when I wear my sunglasses. I look absolutely stunning. They sit perfectly on my super sweet snout, and everyone looks at me when I come walking, slowly and elegantly, putting one paw gracefully in front of the other in perfect silence. My tail swings softly from one side to the other, and I also wiggle my bum a little. The thing is, you see, I am never in a hurry. My fur is also beautiful and silky soft. I am, in fact, so enchanting that it's hard to believe. To tell you the truth, I am the most adorable cat in the whole universe. So now you know. I really don't know if you have any idea what it's like to be so charming. Oh, well, I guess you probably don't. On this day, everything was different. I was in deep grief. I had lost my sunglasses that make everything around me look so beautiful and wonderful. The very same sunglasses that I had found in a container behind the city's best restaurant, a place that throws out only the best ingredients and where only the most exciting people and animals come to visit. I howled for a long time until there was not a tear left in my adorable cat body. Eventually I realized that I had to do something, and that was when I started to speculate. Who could have taken my magical sunglasses? Did anyone steal them? Who could be so evil? Then I became suspicious. The mice.
Of course, it had to be the mice that had taken them.
Because everyone knows the phrase, when the cat's asleep, the mice steal magical sunglasses. It has always been like that. In that moment, I became determined to find them again.
The mice had asked for war, and they should get it. I hid behind the corner of the house and crouched down, ready to attack.
But the hours went by, and there was not a single little mouse in sight. I just got more and more tired, and suddenly my human opened the door and called out to me.
"Susie, come, Susie, I have a treat for you."
Oh dear! I could not resist the temptation and slipped inside. The mice had to wait. I needed nourishment and rest before embarking on the wild and heroic journey that lay ahead of me. I ran into my food bowl and munched the food like a real hero. Then I went to rest, exhausted, sad, and indescribably tired. When I woke up, I started crying again, but then I widened my eyes. I was in for a shock. That is, a shock of joy. Do you know what? My magical sunglasses were back. They lay just as nicely in the beautiful box with the dark blue velour fabric on the inside, as if they had never been lost. I blinked my eyes several times to make sure I was seeing right. I shed a tear of pure joy and held one paw over my beautiful heart. Where had they been? Who had taken them? Had the mice put them back in horror of my planned cruel revenge? Was it all just a bad dream? It didn't matter, though. My magical sunglasses were back, and my heart was pounding with happiness the moment I put them back on my super sweet snout, and the world once again was transformed into a beautiful and magical place. Oh my, oh my! Did you know, by the way, that I sometimes shorten super sweet snout to S? Well, now you know. Oh dear, I have now told you the story about the worst day of my life. I am sure you shed a little tear hearing how sad it was, but luckily it ended happily. You must be very happy about that, right? There was, in fact, something else that happened on another day, which was also very, very sad. Yes, it was really sad indeed. But I don't want to talk about it today. After all, I cannot spend my whole day telling stories, can I? It'll have to wait until another time. That is, if I bother. Now I think I want to freshen up a little. Lick my fur and my paws and stuff like that. I also need to get my nails fixed, and my human has a new rug in the living room. I think he bought it so that I could fix my nails. After that I will stroke my whiskers so that they sit perfectly. First on one side with one paw, then on the other side with the other paw. After that I will go out into the world and show myself off with my magical sunglasses and enjoy how beautiful everyone thinks I am. I will swing my tail a little, wiggle my bum, and put one paw slowly and elegantly in front of the other, in perfect silence, so that everyone can see that I'm the most adorable cat in the entire universe. By the way, there is one little secret I would love to tell you before I go, but only if you promise to tell it to everyone you know. You see, every time I put my adorable paws gently on the ground, something magical happens. The earth laughs with joy because I kind of tickle it, and this happiness spreads throughout the whole planet. Did you know that? I hope you will tell it to everyone you know. Oh dear, I am starting to feel a little tired. I think I want to take a nap, or doze a little, as I like to say, and turn on the engine in my tummy. By the way, there is one more thing I want to tell you before I say goodbye. If you are very forgetful and have forgotten my name, it is Miss Susie with the magical sunglasses. Now make sure you remember it, okay? It's a very beautiful name. Oh well, goodbye for now. See you soon.